I'll be your game announcer here throughout the afternoon, and I'm joined by my longtime friend and first colleague here, Brett Wartzman, who will be helping here on the color commentary and stats and smiley emoji line drawing machine, etc. Brett, I am so excited. I'm not just sweating because these lights are super hot. I'm also sweating because I am excited to see just the wild array of alliances that are coming into this playoff round and how it might shape out.
Yeah, I agree, Josh. You know, that alliance selection process played out a little differently than we saw at most of our district events. You know, a typical district event, you see a lot of interpicking amongst the teams that start out on the field in those top 8. You see the number one alliance, number one captain often picks number 2 or 3, then 2 picks whoever's left, and we work our way down. We had no cross-picking amongst our top 8 in those alliances. We had one attempted cross-pick. There was a decline. Always come in play, so that's part of it. But these alliances, these captains, really dug down deep into the ratings. And I know you touched on this before lunch with Evan. They were really utilizing clearly their own data and their own intuitions and not just going based on what the rankings had to say. It's going to be interesting to see who that works out for.
Yeah, if anything, the pattern on some of these alliances, especially some of our higher numbered alliances here, might have even been like the inverse error function of the rankings board. Where we have our number 1 alliance was made up of course, our number 1 ranked team coming out of Quals, which was Jack in the Bot, but they're joined by NRG was ranked 13th and Bare Metal in 27th, but even more if you want to dive into the deep cuts, as we'd say in music, you can look at our number 4 alliance. It's captained by Team Cert. They were number 4 coming out of Quals, and their first pick was the Iron Patriots, ranked 31st, a solid bot, just in the bottom, 40% of our leaderboards, and Royal Robotics there in 36th. And the kind of trend here continues of your ranking really not predicting what alliance you did on. We even have Vicotics ranked 45th out of 50th, still here in the playoffs because they proved themselves in one capacity or another as something IRS really wanted to pick for their alliance.
Yeah, Vicotics was the most interesting pick for me because they showed throughout the competition that they were one of the fiercest defensive bots.
Terrifying.
All weekend long, and they were one of the few machines that really committed to that defensive strategy even through the qualification matches, but they also showed flashes of being able to contribute on offense as well. So as we were watching the alliance selection process play out, I was saying to some of the other volunteers as we were chatting about it, I was surprised, frankly, that 5920 lasted that long to be picked up by that number 3 alliance.
Yeah, I think they're going to be a really valuable member. And we saw actually in their last Quals match that ability to kind of versatilely switch roles. They were playing offense the first half of the match, moved into defense. And I know we've got a few other kind of hybrid bots throughout our alliances here. So I think I'm going to be really excited to see how, reverse engineering from what we see on the field in these playoff matches, what was going through the scouts' minds to get us this total, I'm not going to say upset, it's not an upset, right, but unpredictable alliance process.
Yeah, I want to just really quickly before we get things started, I want to take a look at this data from our friends over at statbotics.io. This is their match predictions for the first round of the playoffs. Now, when we talked to the Statbotics team, they wanted to make clear, don't put too much emphasis on the specific numbers, especially for the scores and things like that. But what's really catching my eye as I'm looking right here, look at the win probabilities, the win predictions here.
It's a total toss-up.
They are... The biggest one is 62%, and that's 3 versus 6. The number 1 versus 8 happening right here, that's 58% predicted win for the number 1 alliance. Down here, that's 2 versus 7, 52%, and that's predicted to go the number 7 alliance's way. Now, at 52%, you might as well just call it a toss-up, but it really speaks to the depth of the event that even the statistical analysis doesn't know which way this is going to go.
And even though Abhijit might have said, hey, don't focus too much on the numbers, if we do want to glance at them, those numbers are really, really close. Even if it's not a toss-up, we got one of those scores separated by just 2 points.
Yep. I think now it is time for us to get on with our actual show. So we're going to pick up, I believe, the game animation for Charged Up presented by Haas. So take a look at this.